Okay, so let's take a look at some of these functions now. We've already saw canvas size, pretty basic, but the dist function, maybe we can check that out. To do that, let's create. Let's calculate the distance between the mouse and the player. The top left corner, right? XY, the top left corner of the player. So to do that, maybe in here I'll just have a, let d be assigned. Dist is the name of the function, and it takes in any 2 points. So mouse x, comma, mouse y will be the first point, x1, y1, and then x2, y2 will be player.x and player.y. That's kind of cool. And then let's just do console.log d so we can see that. And maybe for fun here, we'll go ctx.line width, assign 5, maybe nice and thick. And let's draw a line. Begin path, move to, and let's move to player.x, player.y. And then we'll do a ctx.line to mouse x, mouse y, and then stroke. All right, let's try that. And okay, there's my line, and you'll see in the console, right, as it gets less and less, my distance is less and less, and then as I go farther away, it gets farther away. Cool. So that dist can be very useful, and in fact, it is very useful in these other functions, especially with circles, right? When I check if a point is inside of a circle, I use the dist function, and if the circles collide, I use the dist function there. So those are really useful. So let's get a circle. Do I just want to change? I'm just going to change my player into a circle here. And so I'll just comment this out. Begin path again. Arc, I think it was. Yep. So the x value will be player.x, player.y. The radius, we'll just use the width property for now. And then 0 to 2 pi. And ctx dot stroke. Okay, and let's get rid of this stuff here. And hopefully that's what I think it is. Okay, now it's a. Oh, I'm still calculating the distance. That's cool. But now I don't want to do that. What I'd like to do is test. What function am I testing? Point in circle, pt in circle. So again, let's just use the mouse. Right, so this takes in xy of a point and then a circle object. See, now I am going to have to change my player because this circle object. Actually, I'm glad I did this because it makes you understand how to use it. This function assumes that you're passing a circle object that has an x, y, and an r property. So I can't just say, oh, we're just going to use the width. We need to actually change that to an r, otherwise we'd get an error. Okay, x, y, r, like so. Okay, let's try that now. Although I didn't try anything. Here we go. Let's do it if point in circle. And again, mouse x is going to be the point, mouse x, mouse y is the point I'm testing. And then the circle is going to be player. All right, so if that is true, let's just do a console.log. We're just testing this out. I'll say in circle. All right, so again, point in circle function takes in x and y coordinates of a point, and then a player, which has to be a circle object that has an x, y, and an r property. And hopefully, okay, oh, this is always the corners are the important part. Boom, in circle, yay. Not in circle anymore, in circle. Okay, so that's a useful tool. And then very similar, let's go back to width and height again. And we'll go back to go back to this and delete that. And this time we'll do point in rectangle. And we'll say in rectangle. Double check that's the name of the function. Nope, I did point in rect. It's called point in rectangle. Like so. Awesome. And then we'll just test that. There's my rectangle, and now, okay, good. Point in rectangle, out, in, out, in. Looks like it's doing what it's supposed to. Okay, so again, a useful tool. All right, and you know what? I think I'm gonna stop there for this video because the only two functions left are circle collide and rectangle collide, and I'm just gonna do one of those. They behave kind of the same way, right? They take in either two circle objects or two rectangle objects, and they return true or false whether a collision happened, whether they intersect or not. So we'll take a look at those in the next video.